Irritated, annoyed. What word would you use to describe the way men have been feeling for this past 10 plus years? What has happened is men have gotten to the point to where they don't even want to converse anymore when it comes to intersexual dynamics. They don't want to have the conversation because every time they've seemed to try to have the conversation, what has happened? Men have just gotten shut down. Men can't even try to talk because they get bombs thrown at them, figuratively speaking. They get verbal rocks hurled at them from all angles, from all different types of modern females, all because what the men are saying is trying to hold modern females accountable. And they don't like that. They don't like accountability because it doesn't make them feel good. So, what have men decided to do in return? Men have decided just to stop talking and to vote moving with their feet. And their feet are starting to get on planes. They're starting to go to other countries in order to find the things that modern females seem to not be able to give them. Is something wrong with that? Of course not. Not in reality. But in these modern females' fantasy where everything is about them, oh, there's something very wrong with that. What has happened recently is that modern females have started seeing something dwindling in this country. And that thing that they've seen dwindling is resources. Because now they're not getting what they want, which is everything. So, what do these modern females do? They, of course, do the very same thing that they were doing when those men were here. They start attacking them viciously. And these men are who are called the passport bros. And these passport bros aren't moving with their feet that way for no reason. But the reason doesn't matter to these modern females because, again, it's all about them. Now, the passport bros movement came out of everything about which I just spoke. But the funny thing is, none of these modern females were listening. However, some of these actual women decided that since these modern females weren't listening to men, they were going to step up and speak up. This particular woman in the video I'm going to show you, she didn't just step up and speak up to defend passport bros. She gave the most measured response I've ever heard about why things are happening the way they're happening. Now, she specifically spoke about Latin countries, Latin women. But the thing about passport bros is it's not about a particular type of woman when it comes to race. I don't know if these modern females are going to listen, but I do know that men need to hear that women out there understand why men are making the decisions that they're making. Because when you're constantly getting attacked, sometimes you feel like you're the problem, even if it's irrational. This actual woman here is going to help bring some balance to this force. Listen up.
They're leaving here to go to Latin America to be with a Latin woman, and it's almost like implying to women here that you're not doing your job good enough, so I'm gonna go to South America to find it there. And I think that's where it really starts pissing women off, because as a woman or anyone, like, you only know what you know and you only know what you're doing, you know? So like things like this raise controversy because you see a man, whatever, going to South America and it's like, why is he doing that or whatever? People do things for a reason, and his reason is, I don't feel like I'm getting what I need here. Now, women will argue that it's because no, you can't handle a woman here, or you can't handle being with, what is it, like a boss lady or whatever people are calling themselves nowadays. You can't handle that. You should learn how to be more of a man to be with a woman like myself, right? That's what women will say. But at the end of the day, men are leaving because they feel lack. They feel like they're not getting that. And I think that's where women, it's like, this is the controversy that's starting to piss them off, because they're just like, why are you doing that? You know, like what is even the purpose of that? And then it kind of starts bringing it to like, what do not Latin women have that American women don't have, but what are they doing that we're not doing? You know? And then that whole thing is like, well, Latin women have no problem catering to you, or, you know, being really sweet to you, or saying, mi amor, ¿qué necesitas? Like things like that, like being really sweet to you. Whereas here, that's kind of been dying out. It's been fizzling out, right? And then that also starts teaching women that it's not to say that you need to do more, but you need to be connected more to who you are, and stop trying to reach that bar that society is now telling you to reach. The think like a woman, like be more like a man, the podcasts that are out, like it's teaching you how to play this game. But if you're learning how to play this game, it's fine, but it's a game. Like, you're not gonna learn how to be in a real relationship with man and woman, because that's supposed to be a balance. You're gonna learn how to be equal to a man, and that's not realistic, because someone has to play that role. You have to let a man be a man. And how else is a man supposed to be a man if you're trying to do his job for him? That's where things get screwed up. And then women get mad that he's not doing this, he's not doing that. But you're over dominating things. You're trying to do things, right? And then it falls on them. Then men stop doing things. They're not performing or doing what they should be. And it's like, you're literally trying to be equal, you know? So that's where it's just like, we have to understand. And I think it's almost as simple as looking back to how things were back in the day. It's not crazy or absurd to say, like, do the same thing now. Things have changed so much that some people may think like it's crazy to live life that way. But that's how life always was. That's how things always were back in the day, you know? So like, I think it's more about people taking a look at your role, looking at how you want to be, the kind of partner that you want to be, and see if what you're doing right now matches up to that. If it doesn't, then there are things that are going to change. And if they don't change, people are going to go elsewhere. Just like a man is going to South America, women can go somewhere else too. Like, if you want to go to those greater lengths, you can. But why do that if you can just change things about yourselves in a positive way to attract partners that are already like by you and near you?
Thank you. We definitely appreciate you saying that, because these modern females, they may not be able to hear us, but we can at least hope that they hear you.